So what was your purpose of going into the home care industry?
Well, as a young girl, my mother was she was a caregiver, and she cared for my grandmother, and I helped her care for my grandmother, two of them, my Grandma Kelly and my Grandma Parks. And that started my compassion for this horrible thing that we have to enter into eventually, all of us will, is death. You know, we can't stop it. And Grandma Parks, I had to feed her through a tube. She had to be fed through a tube with a funnel. And then my Grandma Kelly was a whole different deal. She was dementia. So I learned about dementia I think I was probably in maybe 9th or 10th grade when we were taking care of Grandma Kelly. And they both lived with us at different times, you know.
Yeah.
And then my mother was in the healthcare field all that time. After my father died, she entered into that field of home care and just kept going at it. I mean, there was a long period of time where I didn't do anything, and I was, doing homes for a living. And then one of my customers wanted me to care for her while she was dying. So that's when I started back at it. And then I went into a year of training with the Virginia House and learned everything I really needed to learn for lifting and feeding clients that were in wheelchairs to, couldn't even move their bodies. And I just had such a love and compassion for these people. Oh my gosh, I wanted to save the whole world at the time, and I still do. I wish I could. But I have the joy and the gift of being able to care for them before they die. A lot of them, not all of them, not all the wonderful people that I've touched with my hands and prayed with and have fed and changed and lifted and turned, and not all of them do you end up being right there for it, but I have been right there with many of them before they died. And to lead them to Christ has been probably the most beautiful thing of the whole thing, that I'm there from the time, and some of them didn't know God. Most people that I've been with do, know Him, and they end up praying anyway. We pray together anyway, so there's nobody to take care of them. You have to have a heart of compassion and love to do that. And I do have that. I do have a great love and compassion for humanity in itself. So I believe God's gifted me for that, for this journey of caring. And I've been caring for them since '07.